Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and welcome back to a project we're looking at over in Roswell. The boys are finishing a job next door, and so we're looking at a few things for this homeowner. You know, don't be like a lot of homeowners in Atlanta. This is a beautiful house. It's an expensive home. Contractors will come out and they'll see the condition of these windows and try to sell the customer on new windows, and really they just need to be caulked and painted. There's nothing to be gained by changing out these windows. And when you look at your windows, if you look at the sash point in the frame right here, so these are wood, you can see where it's never been caulked. When you start getting vertical lines like here, it just lets you know that it's starting to rot. There's 6 faces to this wood and they've only painted what you see. So when the water gets behind this point or to the side right here where the caulk has failed, this has never been caulked in 20, 25 years this house has been here. So we caulk them, repaint them. You use a good trim paint like Sherwin-Williams Duration or Emerald paint. These windows will last a lifetime. You just got to take care of them, stay after them. They're just at that point where she needs paint, and so we'll give her a price for that too. We hand paint. We only hand paint unless the house is being immediately sold, and then sometimes we'll spray them. She's got this custom foyer window up here. That's a $3,000, $3,500 window to replace it, and we can actually replace the glass in there for her at a fraction of the cost, and we can do that while we're doing the rest of this job. So here on the front porch, just a little bit of rotted trim at these corners right here. We'll back prime and seal them. We'll piece it in, so you'll see a little line there, but that's about it. It's too hard to actually get in and replace it now because it's actually the corners up against this brick. So we're not going to do that for her. But she's got a couple of rotted pieces of base right here. They use interior trim, and it's okay to do that if you back prime and seal all the edges. You can see here where they pieced 2 pieces together and it rotted in the section. And then she's got a couple of these balusters. These are custom made. You can't buy these out here. So she's got 3 of them right in here that are rotted. And it just bugs her because she can see it sitting on a rocker back there. The headache in doing that is that you have to actually take the railing apart to replace the baluster. So, but we'll do it for her, get it done. She got a little bit of rot. It's gonna be hard to see it in the light. This corner fascia board right here behind the gutter. All the gutters we're able to show the homeowner. A lot of times I'm not able to meet with homeowners. I'm just running and doing bids. But if you look close in these gutters, you'll see the screws in the bottom corners. So you just have to seal that gutter every 5 years. You don't have to replace the corners. They should be separate corner pieces, but it's too expensive to do it. But now, because they're leaking, you see this split in the soffit, the other side of this wood. That lets you know that it's rotting. So we need to go ahead and fix that for her. There's little Andrew running in the picture there. Andrew's getting big, man. He's going to be 12 this October, so now he's out learning the business, and someday he'll be the Andy of Handy Andy. On the right side of the house, such a beautiful home. She got a little bit of borer bee damage. Stuff with borer bees is, we'll go ahead and just caulk the holes for now. You can see them up here under the gutter. See those holes right there? It's an easy enough fix to just go ahead and seal it with caulk and just paint over it. It's not rotted. It's not really gonna cause any harm. On the back side of the house here, you can see this drip cap right here, drip sill, this little trim piece that goes along the top of that freeze board. That's rotted, so we'll place that one all the way across. She thought she had Hardy Plank siding. This is actually Nichihana siding. Nothing wrong with it, but it's delaminating around the deck, and we'll show you that in a second. Right here above this single deck door, the drip cap is rotted here too. We talk about this all the time. This house is 20, 25 years old, and it originally had galvanized flashing, and you can see what happens to galvanized flashing over time. See where it's missing right up in there, the air through there? See the condition of it here, it's rotted through. It's gone. It has a 20-year life. And if you think about it, even from the day it was built, it leaked a little bit inside that wall cavity. Now it's really leaking. So she's getting water inside the basement. She's getting water splashing down here at the doors, rusting them out. So we'll install a custom cut and beveled flashing plate, pressure treated wood. We do it all the time. We've been doing it on decks for 25 years. You know, as you look at the deck, and this just aggravates me to no end, this deck's probably 3 years old. It was all replaced wood. So yeah, they screwed it down, and look at the wood. It's split at every single screw because they didn't drill a single pilot hole. Nothing's countersunk. They just drilled them straight through. We just saw this in a neighborhood down in Dunwoody, Sandy Springs, where the guys got the contract to do the whole neighborhood. It was like 300 townhouses, and all that wood will be just like this in a couple of years. In here, we'll install that flashing plate. So she got Nichihana siding. We'll replace the bottom piece of siding here, and you can kind of see what's happening to it, like around this corner down here. See where it's crumbling? where it's getting water spray. The bottom edge, if you look carefully at this bottom piece of siding, see where it's crumbling. If I put my finger on it, it'll start crumbling down. See back at this joint right here? Hardy Plank doesn't do that. That's an Ichihana. So we'll replace that piece all the way across. My brother will check some of these gutters and add some screws where they're leaning, like this gutter right here. He'll clean them and seal them. And then even though she has a lot of plants up here, we'll go ahead and pressure wash this deck when she's ready and stain it for her. It's just a little bit of a headache because you got to move all these plants. If you got decks like this, the best way to do it, 1 year do the steps, 1 year do the decking, 1 year do the railing, and just rotate every year, do one section of it. You'll never have to replace your wood. My brother and I have been doing this stuff in Atlanta for 30 years now. It's crazy. And we get flagged down doing jobs all the time because it's so hard to find people you can trust to work on your house. We do great work. Once in a while we drop the ball on something, but overall pretty good stuff. She got this one rotted piece of soffit right here. And again, I apologize for not being able to get it in this light, but you can see the split in the bottom of it right there. One call does it all, 770-265-9017 to get me directly, or 770-912-2829. And there's little Andrew saying, what do you say?
Hi.
What are you really supposed to say?
See you on the next job.
The opposite of hi? Bye.
Bye.
There he goes.